Let's paint a forest scene in about 4 minutes. I did condense the video slightly. It took me about probably 15 minutes or so to paint the whole thing, but I did condense it for your viewing pleasure. So let's start off with a color that I call very atmospheric. So this is a color that starts off with ultramarine blue, and it's got a little bit of other colors in there as well, just to make a very gray, undiluted color that's going to be part of the background. And then I will paint some trees very loosely that will flank the middle portion, which will be where the focal point is. After I painted those in, I'm going in with a slightly more intense color, and I'm putting in some tree trunks. And the middle one here is going to be the feature, the focal point, and I'm putting it in the darkest color. When you start putting in the branches, make sure that you leave a lot of blank spaces in between them. Don't draw solid lines, because once you tuck the leaves in, you're going to find that they don't fit in as nicely if the line is too solid. Now, look what I did here. I made a boo-boo, and instinctively I wiped it with my finger. Not a good idea, but I will make it work. I will make it look intentional by the end of the painting, so don't fuss it. And all I'm doing now is adding a bit more detail. I'm going to have different heights of trees. And so the top one here will be the tallest. And I'm putting in a yellow tone, kind of an ochre color. And I'm putting that on the outside of the canopy of the trees only. And then I'm fitting in a little bit more of a fiery color. Just remember where the shadows are going. So I added the yellow again and then brought in some of the stronger oranges to the bottom of the tree. Now, whatever is on the top of the tree will correspond to what's on the ground. So if you have oranges and such on the top, you will add some of those same colors on the ground, because the leaves will be falling right underneath. I did tuck in a little bit of greenery into the back, but as you can tell, that green is incredibly diluted. It's not a bright color at all. I just thought it would be a lovely infusion of a bit of green. I don't think I paint anything without a green. And I'm keeping everything incredibly loose. My paint is very, very diluted here. And then I can go back in and add layers. So this tree looks closer to me because I am painting it in a more intense color, and I'm putting in a bit more detail. And I can go back in and put more detail into the background as well. Here I am just putting in more of that gray tone, and that will indicate a few bushes and something lower growing into the background. I'm doing it on both sides. And then I will go in and put some more detail over the entire thing. So another layer goes in after everything else is dry. This one here is most intense, and I will put that into the areas where their shadow would be. The same thing will happen to the ground, because those leaves will be falling right underneath. And again, my brush strokes are very even and kind of one directional as well. And after I'm happy with the detail on the canopy, I'm going in and putting detail to the trunks of the trees. This is when you can put in the sticks and the little branches and put it into focus. And that's what gives it that finished look. And here's the finished painting, and I hope you will give it a try. I certainly enjoy painting it, and I will see you soon.